ensama editie na etwagu ewo omanga na mu na yede ebre atiefo na sabre eye yebewura ensem ni emu na ensama etwagu ni yekotie ho enchemu
atiefo yanko ensem no emu na yebewura court. Sabre Court As Opuni and Sedu Agongo omu case no na sabre na atiefo enye asanketwa court ensem de emebie pie court yepa na nefsresa betema so na wati ensem nyina se de isi etie don't be bored. Get time and listen to this your sister issue we are not say case we ache court na sabi ensem bebre na eba efa ho na de na ppm court sabi de ensem bi akopim na de kopim enyina so asema ewanwa na de na ewanwa witness back wa obepiem court the ensem bi na atu egana o kire se nitrate fertilizer no ade a wodi kan run test for the first test no na negative, which means na nitrate fertilizer no according to report HSA enye fertilizer and the second report no na fertilizer na we ensem ode eto egana enchim bebre na awefa ho na me pese be man time be mayen ebre ni edi achiremu achire yipa na wate enoma ase eyi na yensem no yenko ensem na nkasa emu na yemfama atiefo na yihunu sedie ensem no esi eko. In a surprising turn of events, it has been revealed at the trial of Dr. Stephen Opuni and Sedu Agongo that the prosecution failed to disclose a pivotal test result conducted on nitrate foliar fertilizer by the Ghana Standards Authority. The concealed evidence which showed the positive result confirming the product as a fertilizer raises concerns about the transparency of the legal proceedings. Na chese asem no etwafa ha na etwa akofa enye asemketwa bi esi according to report no HSA nitrate fertilizer report to be so chese enye fertilizer. During the court proceedings, senior investigator Paul Ajayi from the Economic and Organized Crime Office, IOCO, disclosed that while the initial sample of the nitrate fertilizer obtained from the Ghana Cocoa Board and submitted to the Food and Drugs Authority yielded a negative result, indicating it was not a fertilizer. A second sample agreed upon by both Cocoa Board and Agri-Court management was sent to the Ghana Standards Authority for a second test on June 30th, 2017. The outcome of this test unequivocally identified the substance as a fertilizer. Now, just FD kind eco test, and according to FD report, HSA a fertilizer. Now, second report, and also every Ghana Standards Authority, and I say Ghana Standards Authority. Let's take that Ghana Standards Authority for a second test on June 30th, 2017. The outcome of this test was unequivocally identified the substance as a fertilizer. You could receive the second test result in July, addressed to the executive director. However, the prosecution failed to present this crucial evidence in court, leading to questions about the transparency and fairness of the trial. Under cross-examination by Sedu Agongo's counsel, Benson Musupri Ajayi confirmed that the second test report from the Ghana Standards Authority explicitly stated that the substance was a fertilizer. Despite the prosecution's claim of possessing a copy of the second test result, your witness may say, we are sure about what you are saying. So, idea, little bit in air fertilizer. I say, yes, my lord. Even with the seal broken, the content was fertilizer. Mr. Misupu rendered and Mr. J. Jan reiterated, yes, my lord, according to the report. Paul Ejega made the revelation at the High Court on Monday, February 19, 2024, detailing how a previous report by the authority conducted by the wrong department on the same product and tendered in evidence by the prosecution had a different result. Mr. Ejega, who was the head of the organized crime unit of the Economic Organized Crime Office, IOCO, na kyerɛ sɛ nsɛm na ɛtwa egu no nsɛm na ɛtwa egu a ɛnyɛ asɛm ketewa no nsɛm wei ɛyɛ nsɛm a court ɛtena asɛm no so na ɛyɛ opuni ɛne Sidogongo witness no ɛde saa nsɛm wei ɛtoto edwa. Mr. Ejeja, who was the head of the organized crime unit of the Economic and Organized Crime Office, IOCO, when the anti-graft agency investigated Cocoa Ball's procurement of electronic foliar fertilizer between 2014 and 2016, was given his evidence in chief as a subpoenaed witness in the ongoing trial of former Cocoa Ball chief executive Dr. Stephen Opuni and businessman Seidu Agongo. Na just witnesses no and some of the court court no. He recalled that in 2017, the then Deputy Chief Executive of Cocoa, Dr. Yawedu Ampoma, who is the third prosecution witness, brought samples of leftover to IOCO for testing. IOCO, he said, sent a sample to the chemistry department of the University of Ghana and another to the Ghana Standards Authority for testing. My lord, the suppose was to establish through the experts whether or not the chemical leftover was fertilizer and allegedly reported to have been fraudulently sold to Cocoa. The lead investigator, who is now at the operations directorate of IOCO as senior staff member, told the court presided over by Justice Abuaje Tando, or no any justice yasabe there or te assembly so Honyamuga justice Honyamuga etna assembly swana afedie justice for Justice Abuaje Tando and Ikuta Assembly. In May 2017, IOCO received the first report from the Ghana Standard Authority. He noted on the surface of the report, without making reference to the chemical composition that were on it, to the ordinary eye that we saw was that the chemical which was submitted to the Ghana Standard Authority lacked the ingredients to make it qualify as fertilizer. According to Mr. J. Jan, when the executive director of IOCO had gone through the report, he directed that he Seidu Agongo, but then he was suspect. He be charged with the appropriate offense immediately. The witness recalled that Mr. Ringo was invited by IOCO and in the company of his lawyer, so he opted to the test. As if Mr. Gungo reacted, he replied, yes, my lord, according to the investigator, the second accused initially objected to the bottle because the seal had been broken. By seeing his label on it, he said the label was his, but cannot guarantee what was inside. Therefore, it was so interesting in court. It was so interesting. Enye asemketwa na enye asemketwa ewo court enye Dr. Opuni Sidogongo na Agriculture Ghana Limited are currently facing a combined 24 charges and obia atua. You know, there's a any the summary, there is a lot in it. There is a lot in it. Now the big people watch biano at the Bemetif for 1980 and say and some no and said that is so our court said that is so our court say first test HSA fertilizer, second test HSA new fertilizer there first test HSA new fertilizer, second test HSA fertilizer there Akra being said this thing it is something else. But we and a opinion just edit to that. Then should the ever call Aquaco see. Yantua and Semno eso.